Hello everybody and welcome to another Chaotic Crusaders discussion. I'm Yurigurl and I'm here with Sean, Sub, and Triforce, and we're going to talk about our experiences with 2016, the year everyone wants to forget.
Yeah, that's got the description for it.
Or as I like to call it, the year we will never speak about again, except for game.
The year we'll never speak of, just like 2007 to 2009. Otherwise known as the period where TV really, really sucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess to start off, a lot of games came out this year, and, and nearly all of them really decisive and/or controversial.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to that stuff until like around April or May. So let's start off with the easier stuff that came out early this year. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam.
I still haven't beaten that yet, but I liked what I played of it.
Yeah, it's probably in my top 5 of the Mario RPGs, honestly. Which, considering what my previous top 5 was, that's pretty good. I like the Mario RPGs. I made a whole list on them. Don't watch it.
Put myself as do not disturb.
I'm plugging myself, also unplugging myself.
No, my editing was terrible in that video. Paper Jam itself, awesome game in my opinion.
I still need to get it. But then I also need to finish Dream Team.
You should.
Yeah.
Also, need to buy buttons in time.
Yeah. Also in January, there was FNAF World, that RPG spin-off.
I haven't downloaded. I'm on like the second world, I think.
Yeah.
The game is terrible.
I bet everybody forgot that game even existed.
Hey, I didn't forget. I didn't forget it existed.
It's just
meh.
It's just everything else overshadowed it.
Yeah. Also in January was Final Fantasy Explorers. That game's
Still
pretty good.
Still need to get it.
Though Jacob, who's sadly not here, even though he said he would be, but it's like 7 o'clock where he is, so I'm pretty sure he hasn't woken up yet. But yeah, he blazed through that game with a chocobo that was broken.
Figures.
If I remember correctly, he said he beat the final boss with just his chocobo. Like, he didn't even throw a hit in.
Wow.
Yeah. RNG, it could be your savior and or like just hate you.
Yep.
February, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I know Sean's got a lot to say about this game.
It's a very good game. Buy it. Although fair warning, there's a lot of script errors in it.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say it's bad. It's just
it's not. It's a pretty decent game, at least with how far I'm into it. But like, there's a lot of like, they did not proofread this script.
Well, I mean, it's not like the story is inconsistent because of it. It's just the grammar is just
we're making it seem like worse than it actually is. There's just like those 1 or 2 lines
never really been
read over and go.
Digimon,
That's
so
not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ask what it's for, it's on PS4 and Vita. I don't think it's on Steam, unfortunately.
It's not. I checked.
Yeah. So yeah, Bamco, get on that.
Oh yeah, the next game on the list is Mega Dimension Neptunia 7, which I'm still playing Rebirth 1! Yeah!
I still need to play Hyper Dimension Neptunia.
It's too much anime for me.
It's too much anime.
I think the best way I have access to this game is buying a used copy of the PS3 version.
Or Steam. Steam's got like...
I heard the Steam version was not very good.
Aw, really?
I'm playing the Steam... Wait, of Mega Dimension or just the series in general?
Hyper Dimension.
Really?
Because I'm playing Rebirth 1 on Steam. It's pretty good so far.
I don't think I've ever heard like any problems with it, but alright.
Great Detective Pikachu,
we were going to talk about Great Detective Pikachu, but then I stopped and went, you know, this game's not out in America, and we still haven't heard anything about it, even though a certain other Pokemon game came out this year.
The only thing we're getting out of this Detective Pikachu thing is a movie.
Maybe in like 3 years, when all the episodes come out in Japan, Nintendo will just put it on the Switch and just be like, hey, Great Detective Pikachu. It's never been seen before. It's on the Switch. It's new.
Okay, by the way, the third to last one on the list, let's save that for the end for February. Just because that was kind of the big game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, Firewatch, that walking simulator that, according to Will, is pretty interesting.
Which I didn't really have a major interest in. I
did
actually
not
forgot
buy
it
this
was
game.
released.
By the way, his list consisted of a lot of indie games.
Yeah.
And Overwatch.
With Rabbit Luigi, I'm not that surprised.
I mean, indie games were pretty, like, good this year.
And they were.
As opposed to, like, the previous years, we were just like, okay, we got, like, 4 indie games that are actually of note.
Well, they were good, save for,
We know. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. Let's see, we got Project Cross Zone 2, which has...
It's fun!
MGM's been going nuts about that game.
Which has the spoiler alert from Xenoblade that's not really a spoiler anymore because Nintendo doesn't care because it's in Smash Brothers.
Thankfully,
This game.
I ended up accidentally somewhat spoiling myself on that spoiler via TV tropes, actually. I was just looking through various tropes and that happened to be on there.
You fool.
Project Cross Zone 2 fixed a lot of problems I had with the first Cross Zone, and for that, I say it's a good sequel. Go buy
Also,
it.
Segata Sanshiro.
Moving on to another indie game, we have Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Which
I haven't played
is
it.
like,
I hear it's pretty good.
if you like Harvest Moon and you don't like how Harvest Moon is nowadays, play that game. It's Harvest Moon, but like the old times.
Well, with some added kinks.
So then we have Street Fighter V.
The game that's still not finished yet.
I'm still waiting for that.
It has a character in it that's in Smash Brothers.
I don't care.
Well, because speaking of Smash Brothers, this was also the date where we got the last 2 DLC characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yay! They are fun.
Which then that ties into the other game that released in February.
Corn!
Corn.
Also known as Fire Emblem Fates.
I liked Fates.
I'm still on the final level of Conquest. I've beaten Birthright, but the final level of Conquest, dear friend,
I still need to beat Birthright. I don't know if I'm gonna beat Conquest. It's starting to get getting too hard for my taste.
I barely started
John,
Birthright.
All I'm going to say is with the final level of Conquest, the boss has Awakening style support.
Like, I hear the final boss in like both games was kind of ridiculous.
And the one in Birthright wasn't that bad, honestly.
I beat him in Birthright without breaking a sweat.
Oh yeah.
I just want to beat Birthright, then I might watch cutscenes or like a playthrough of the last bits of Conquest that I haven't played, and then I'm gonna move on to Revelation.
Read a
The other
plot.
thing that really bothered me is that
synopsis.
people got like butthurt.
Play
because-
Birthright, read a plot synopsis of Conquest, and then play Revelations.
I-
I'll
I-
never
I
let that
downloaded
go,
all 3 at
Capcom. I'll
once.
never
The
let
only
it
thing that
go.
bothered me about Fire Emblem Fates is the fact that people got like super like upset because Nintendo censored some stuff because it was cultural differences.
Oh no, we can't molest random women in a private room.
I was watching a video and don't quote me on this because this might be wrong, but the reason why there's no Japanese, like, you can't choose Japanese dialogue is because of the song.
Oh, because of licensing issues.
Because apparently the singer like licensed the song, and so in order to like have the Japanese version of the song in the game outside of Japan, you'd have to like get okay from like the record label. And
Oh, God.
That's
now
also
the video that I watched, they did bring up that you could have just gotten a different singer, but
then that's not like Aqua anymore.
Yeah.
But like that's like
well,
that
then
reason's-
again,
that
people
reason's
have done
also the
singing
reason why,
voices for characters that aren't the actual voices for them, so it's not too far-fetched.
Licensing is also the reason why Tokyo Mirage Sessions came with just Japanese like dialogue instead of like an English voice cast, because they didn't have like Atlas USA didn't have the money and the budget to like redub the songs. So they just just kept the voice cast the normal way and just got the licensing for it.
Honestly, I'm fine with that because Mirage Sessions is still a great game.
Yeah.
I still need to get that. I did not ask that for Christmas.
Play it.
Oh.
Get the game. It is good.
I just wish people wouldn't be like, oh, this isn't exactly like my anime shit, therefore I'm not gonna buy it.
But it is anime.
Exactly.
It's an Atlas game with Fire Emblem elements. Can you just play it?
Yeah.
People are stupid.
All right, moving on. We're on to March.
Momodora Riviera Under the Moonlight. I'm the only person that probably played this game, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll describe it very quickly, so we'll move on to the stuff you guys actually care about. Momodora is like Dark Souls if it was a 2D platformer. That's all I'm really gonna say.
Oh wait, I think I remember this. I think I remember this. Didn't Kitsune Hawk do like a sort of playthrough of it?
I don't know. I'm not actually subscribed to him.
I mainly watch his character development.
Let me go to his channel. I thought he played some kind of platformer thing. I don't know.
You might be thinking
wrong.
of that Rabby thing. Oh God, what is it?
Rabby
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he
Rabby.
did let's play Ribby Rabby or however you say it.
Money.
We're
We're not there yet. We're not there. We're in March, not February.
So yeah, moving on to the game everybody blew their load over. Pokken Tournament.
It's great.
Chandler is awesome.
To be honest, I didn't really play much of this game. Like,
That
I played it,
surprises me.
I thought it was fun, and then went back to Smash.
I'm telling you, Triforce is not as good as Suicune.
I've had quite a few Suicune matchups actually.
I will destroy-
Also, they've been revealing new characters, and we still don't have Hawlucha.
Yeah, how do we not have Hawlucha?
Just
That
wait
surprises me.
Just wait till the Switch version.
They're screwing
for
with
the
us. That's what they're
Console
doing.
exclusive Hawlucha.
I mean, again, my main is a freaking living chandelier, yet we don't have the Luchador Pokemon.
My main is the Beast of the North Wind. You don't see me complaining.
Hey, they put in Darkrai. I'm at least happy about that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the main Pokemon I played was Braixen, but that's mainly because it's Gen 6 Pokemon in that game. That's playable. I mean, it's not the only Gen 6 Pokemon in there, it's just the only one that's playable.
I just want to see a
And
sequel.
it's a very interesting moveset.
So ridiculous endings like in Tekken.
And also the game that I probably would have bought if I had a new 3DS, because F running it on an original 3DS, Hyrule Warriors Legends.
I also did not ask for this for Christmas.
I got this
probably
game.
should
I
have.
have the
Yeah.
Wii U version and I don't want the 3DS version because it doesn't look as good.
I
Well,
got this
here's-
game.
Here's the thing, it continues the story.
What story?
It doesn't necessarily continue it. It just adds to it, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
No, it adds to the ending of it, and like so. It's
And
like
it also
certain
has
plot-
a bunch more adventure maps, which while I'm already trying to complete the Wii U version, if I had a new 3DS, I'd be happily trying to get all of those.
But yeah, they put out a lot of more characters.
4.
Wait, four. It was okay. It was.
It was.
They added
was-
Petra, Toon Link, the King of Red
Linko.
Lions.
Yeah,
Okay.
Daphne's.
Tingle was already in the DLC.
I said Linkle.
Oh, Linkle. Skull Kid finally.
Who,
Yeah.
I forget his name, but the painting dude in Between Worlds.
Yuga.
Yuga.
Okay.
Yeah, they have Yuga, they have Ravio, who basically uses all the sub-items. I honestly expected Ravio to be a skin.
Is that about to say? You kept saying that he wouldn't get in. I'm like, I'm sure they could. They could do so much with that
I ate
character.
my words hard.
I'm sorry, but I like with Yuga being in the game, I'm sure certain people who did a certain video this year were having a field day when they saw this.
Ding, 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 ding.
Meanwhile, people are still just like, where's Groose? Why can't the Groose be loose? To which I go, I still haven't played Skyward Sword yet, so I don't even know / care who Groose is.
One
But
of
he's
these
got
days,
he's got a really dumb theme, and I love that theme to death.
One of these days, I'm going to fly all the way to Maryland and just throw the game at you.
Not even a way to play it. Just like, here's the game. Figure out the rest on your own.
Good luck.
The deal also, Toon Link also eventually getting the Sandrod. Did not see that coming, but I am happy for it.
Just bring your train
Well,
from different
wait.
dimensions.
Yeah, the Sandrod, that's the one from Spirit Tracks, right?
Yes.
Okay. I never got that far, but I know that's like an item that you get.
I eventually beat Spirit Tracks, and then I never looked back.
It was a really fun thing.
While I love Wind Waker, the DS games are in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked Spirit Tracks.
They're pretty decent games.
The only thing I just didn't like was like the train approaching you and you have to run, and if you get hit, instant game over.
Those were annoying.
You had to close your DS.
Oh, that
Wait,
one I figured out pretty quickly.
There's a thing in Phantom Hourglass where you literally had to close your DS to progress.
Well,
Yeah.
there was a thing like that in The World Ends With You, so it's not anything new.
Wait, how am I going to do that on the emulator?
Physically impossible.
You close the window. Well, you don't close the window, but you minimize it, and then you bring it back up.
Okay.
Moving on.
The devs thought of everything. Killer Instinct Season 3. Who cares about
I
this
still only have Season 1 characters. Going to be getting Season 2 next month once due to free games with Gold.
Moving on. Hyperlight Shooter. Looks good. I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either, but
I don't know what it is.
If you've been paying attention to Smashified, that was the last character they did.
Oh.
And I was the announcer at the end of the non-commentary one.
Oh, nice.
What's Hyperlight Drifter exactly? I don't know.
It's like a. It looks interesting. I might look into it.
It looks really pretty for just like pixels. April. Enter the dungeon.
AKA guns that reference everything.
Yes.
Finding but with guns.
Dark Souls 3, yay! It's continuing, I guess. Good for the fans.
Did everybody hear about how the devs at From Software put Dark Souls 3 on the Switch and they said that it runs fine?
Yes. Did you also see the thing about what Michael Pachter said?
What?
How he heard like several developers say like apparently the Switch is like the easiest system to like
Develop for,
yeah, out of the three.
Thank God, because third-party support is kind of what killed the Wii U.
Well, because here's the thing. There was another thing. There was another thing that was released earlier this week that like showed like the GPU or clock speeds or whatnot, and it's been getting people kind of concerned. So we'll see what happens.
Here's the thing about like that whole just like Dark Souls and stuff. It's just like we have all these types of games that are saying it's like, oh, they're going to be on the Switch, but Beyond Two Souls, Beyond Good and Evil 2, but it's going to be on the Switch, and like all this types of stuff, and like we don't know what Switch specs is yet, and all these rumors are coming out, and like some are good, some are bad, some are just people saying, I have an uncle who works in the basement of Nintendo, and he doesn't actually work in the actual building, but he did see like some blueprints for it.
Sir, calm your tits and wait for the game system to come out already.
I'm really tired of this. Like this mentality of like, oh, every week there's just a Switch rumor, but you want to know what there's no rumors of? The Xbox Scorpio, even though we don't know what that is.
No one cares!
It's like, they don't care about it because they know it's gonna be good.
But like, there's also the thing of just like when I hear like, oh, this console's good, like easier to develop on. We heard that with the PS4, and we're like even like 3 years after that console is existing, we're still getting games that aren't even close to being complete, like on launch, and the other games are just buggy messes that probably never get finished. So. How about that? I'm just gonna hear that as PR speak when you actually show me that these games are getting done quicker. Then I'll believe you.
Ratchet & Clank
Didn't they say that they were gonna be like able to run 60 frames per second on the PS4, and then like a majority of the games are like not 60 frames per second?
Yeah.
Because they give it more cinematic to be 30. To which I say,
I mean,
shit.
And then that order of 18 thing. It's just like,
Overwatch.
we left the game at 27
frames
frames a second. It's at 480p visuals for a cinematic feeling. It's like, no, you did that because you put all your budget into a lamp. It's like
you put all your budget into graphics instead of like running well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ratchet & Clank had a movie. It was not that great. They also had a game with it. I don't know what that was like. Moving on.
The Ratchet & Clank game wasn't also that good, to be fair.
Well, I hear it was like a remake of the first game.
Yeah, it was a remake of the first one, which sounded good on paper, because if you go back to the first one, you'll find out that Ratchet is a little, like, crap, and you hate his guts, and then you just think, okay, let's see how they reinvent that with the good writing that was in like the later games.
And in the movie, they made him basically the personality of the later games.
Yeah, but it's just like they took the first game and then just decided, okay, let's try and remake the game, but also add in some things that tie into the movie. And because of that,
nefarious.
And because of that, the movie and the game are inseparable in a way. Like, there are elements that get explained in the movie that don't get explained in the game, and vice versa. And I bring this up because there's another game later this year that does that exact same thing, but even at a much grander scale.
But first, Star Fox Zero.
Still need to buy it. I want to buy it.
I really need to get back into it, although the controls are,
Yeah, controls is everybody's biggest problem with it.
From playing the demo, I got used to them quickly in the demo.
Nintendo, do me a solid. Port the game to the Switch without the motion controls, and you will sell that thing like hotcakes.
Thing is, how are they going to do that due to why they have the motion controls?
You use another control stick. That's how.
Just like use a normal control. Just play it like normal Star Fox.
That's how.
And then while you're at it, remake Star Fox Assault, because that's the best one.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Alright.
Also, Star Fox Guard is there too.
Uncharted.
5
Alright, going to May. We got quite a few awesome games on here.
Uncharted 4, Thief's End, but it's not really the end because Naughty Dog's working on a 5th game. God dang it.
Well, it's not a.
I'm still
wait.
What?
I thought it was like an expansion, like DLC for.
No, it's a 5th game.
It's a 5th game. They said they're making a prequel.
But they're still coming in 5. So they're going to Metal Gear route.
And we're also getting Last of Us 2 with Joel again.
I still need to beat Uncharted 4, but I was enjoying it.
I've only played Uncharted 3 when I was on vacation once. It was fun. I do want to get into the series more.
I love how this series has 4 games.
Give me a second, guys.
5 if you can't. Okay. I love that the series has 4 games, 5 if you count the Vita game, and people still say that 2's the best one out of all 5 of them. Like, I can't, like...
It's that train level, man. Train level.
Has there ever been another series where everybody's just like, okay, this singular game is better than everything else. Screw everything else.
I mean, the train level, I mean, I've played it. It's a pretty good level, but...
What's also a good level? The shipyard!
Wait, are we talking about Uncharted 3, the shipyard? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I played through that level. Good freaking god.
Like, it's that first part of it. It's terrible. This is so bad.
I know.
So
I was right there with you when I was watching your list.